We were pretty famous back in high school.
Trust us. Had a whole future ahead of us, but now we suck.
All that potential now is flowing in the aqueducts.
Through the sands of time, many did forget.
But now our time has come to resurrect. But a podcast.
Sad I know, but can you blame us?
We are desperate to be much more than high school famous.
You know, when you've spent most of your day singing about dick sucking, makes you think, do you want to suck a dick? A big old fat dick. Anyway.
You put so much energy into it. There's so much soul and passion. But now you're not going to do it the same way.
No.
I don't know if I should read an intro. I don't know if we're ever doing it. Like, what are we doing?
Just go for it. We'll end up somewhere.
I suppose I could just read it, and if we don't end up using it, I can reread the same intro on.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to High School Famous, the only spoken word Wait, oh, never mind. Take two. Hello, and welcome to High School Famous, the online spoken word program that's sure to put a nook in your cranny the size of Aunt Mabel's pecan pie recipe bookshelf.
What? How many different versions of pecan pie does that woman have?
I be Sean.
She's a goddamn delight, though.
She sucks a mean dick.
Oh, she loves to suck in on a big fat human dick.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, someone's in trouble.
Yeah. She's super speciest.
You're you're in trouble for
yeah. Sorry, Aunt
assisting.
Mabel. Your pie's delicious.
Your pie,
but your dick sucking's got you in trouble again.
Your pie days are over.
Ooh.
I hope they like prison pie.
You're going to jail, Aunt Mabel. Your dick sucking days are over.
You was off to prison jail.
Hope you learn to like sucking vagina.
No try.
Yeah. Straight to jail with you.
Yeah. Quit saying jail, it's prison. Jail and prison are different things.
Yep.
When you're found guilty of a crime, you go to prison, not jail.
Immediately.
Can't say.
So we're still in the same place.
Yeah. So that means it's same place, time.
We're both in the same place, so it's same place, time. I did it.
Cue the turkey gobble.
No, I was going to say cue something else. I was trying to think of another sound effect I had.
Cue the pancake flipper.
I have to find more sound effects.
Cue the spatula sound effect. You know that one?
God damn it, Sean.
You know the spatula sound effect?
Stop it. So many sound effects I have to find.
It's world famous. There's not going to be a spatula sound effect. Well, there might.
There could be.
But there probably won't be a pancake flipping sound effect. Maybe flapjack. Big old stack of flapjacks.
Big old...
They call me Flapjack Mac. I flap the jacks.
Uncle Ulysses Flapjacks.
He's a southern man. He's on the road again.
Yeah, so Sean and I are quite full of beans at the moment.
Yeah. Even though neither of us have consumed any beans.
No.
Did your sandwich didn't have any beans?
It did not have beans.
I don't think that restaurant, in quotes, even sells beans. They don't serve beans.
No.
Oh.
But
we ate at a subterraneous train system restaurant where you eat fresh.
Can you guess it?
Can you guess what it is, folks?
Oh, man.
I bet you can. First one to call in wins a trip to Tahiti.
Wins a trip to sucking my dick.
It's a one-way ticket. Because then you're killed. Death by dick.
She got a straight dick nothing.
Who did her the deathin'? Who did it?
This is unusable.
What? Of course not. So anyway, let's
actually talk about something.
This is definitely episode 109 of High School Famous, everybody. Maybe not.
Well,
depending on the ordering we decide. This is definitely one of those episodes.
Yeah, we'll just do it in normal order. I'd
Yeah.
say.
This one's all beansy.
Straight full of beans.
We're in the same place
Still.
geographically, but also just, we haven't left this room.
I mean, we've left it.
We did leave the room, but we're back in the same room we were just in.
Yeah.
That you just heard us in.
The same room you hear me in pretty much every weekend.
Yeah.
Or every weekend. Every episode.
Week. Every Tuesday. Provided you listen on Tuesdays.
What's with the accent still?
I don't know.
Provide y'all be listening to these episodes on a Tuesday.
Sprinkle a little crumbing on it.
Get some corn up in here. Everybody likes eating that sweet, sweet southern corn. This corn is only grown
in the
southern parts of the United States.
Oh.
Continental United States, of course.
All right, Scudworth. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's kind of like almost easier to come up with funny things to say with an accent than without it.
Maybe. They sound more ridiculous.
Yeah.
We are straight like lounging right now, too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all like feet up, dick out. No, feet up, lean back. Arms crossed.
I'm feet out, dick down.
Yeah.
That's my pose.
Sean's feet down, dick in. Where I'm feet up, dick out.
No, I'm very close to mimicking the one of the Thriller pose in the album cover, the MJ album cover. I'm not really doing that. I'm laying down on a bed.
Yes, Michael Jordan.
Yep, his Thriller album.
Magic Johnson.
Michael Jordan did his own Thriller album.
Yeah.
It was a lot of dunk sound effects.
A lot of, it's when he was doing baseball. Everybody was scared.
He had some free time. Yeah, they were terrified. He turned into a wolf man.
Ate him, small baby.
They couldn't cast a large baby.
No. Babies were small back then.
Baby, this was the 80s.
Babies were small back then. Babies were much smaller in the 80s than they are now.
Well, there's less chemicals in the food.
True.
And in the water. This is our southern episode. Please
this
enjoy.
Episode is just nonsense so
Please
far.
enjoy with a mint julep.
Since we recorded the other episode earlier, it's like there hasn't been like a coherent thought that we've come up with that's lasted longer than 5 minutes.
Nope. So this might be another one of those things, or
we might
carry it out
finally find something that leads to something for a little while.
But it sounds like if I get with this, rate we're going, I find that anything. All right, I found something. Let's talk about it. It's just gonna bring down the fun, and I almost don't want to.
Then we just keep going for a little bit, and then we stop, and then all of a sudden something ridiculous happens, and we're not recording.
Yeah, or we start getting into something real, and then we just break out into
record, and then
we break out back out into
sucking dick.
For the record, Matt's the only one who's been singing about that.
I've been singing about sucking dick all day.
A lot. Yep. And I've been chuckling at it.
Yeah.
Give the old Louisiana chuckle.
Sounds like a weird dance.
Any dance called the chuckle.
Yeah.
I can imagine what that would be like. The chuckle.
I don't know.
It sounds like the shuffle. That's probably why.
Maybe.
You think it's a dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas your first inkling would be to, think it's something about like a laugh.
Well, yeah, I think that's what it would really be.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
We are still, as we mentioned, in the same place. I plan to leave tomorrow sometime.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be going out and hobnobbing later.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, so we're just...
I'd rather hobnob than knob hob.
Well, I don't know. Tell me what that means. Because I don't know. Strawberry. Yeah. So we're just killing some time until we have to prepare for the outing.
We figured we might as well try to make our time that we're killing useful in some way by recording it.
Yeah, because why just hang out? Why just?
I mean, we can just hang out. If you want to just hang out, we can just hang out.
No, I'm fine with doing this, but
Okay.
I made a joke to be like, yeah, like just hanging out with your friend in person. That's not useful and constructive, and it's a waste of our time.
Sorry if you got offended. I was just saying, like, but I'm just saying, if we're just hanging out, we're gonna be goofing off and laughing, and then we'd be like, we're recording this.
Yeah, and
This stuff is brilliant.
And then I'll leave, and we'll be like, we were here, and we only did one episode while we were here. What a waste!
What a stupid waste. Couple of jackasses, these two. Not recording.
Parking. So, yeah, a lot of the stuff we just sort of burst into is going to be nothing to anybody. No one's going to know what's going on, including us.
Possibly.
Because I'm in the dark. I'm kind of in the dark about what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you moving closer?
Are you crawling in the dark?
I'm crawling, backwards.
Looking
Hoping
for
something
answers?
connects. Huh?
Just looking for answers.
Looking for ants. Looking for answers.
Not ants.
I'm looking for Ant Sir.
Oh, Mr. Ant.
Mr. Ant Sir.
How many weeks does it take?
Or just Mr. Ant.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, I meant Aunt Sir. Like my aunt's name is Sir.
Oh.
Like old Aunt Sir.
She's
stupid. I don't know why I look for her.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I crawl for you, Aunt?
Whip.
What are you shaking your head for?
Oh.
We even got this other mic arm and
I found a second mic arm.
What I learned is a windowsill.
It is a windowsill.
And,
I think you called it a shelf.
I call it a shelf.
It's that built-in window shelf.
It's a very deep windowsill.
Well, it's because this building is made of brick.
Oh, so the windowsill.
It's got to be thicker. The bricker make it thicker. It's a common phrase.
Yeah, but I thought it was, you could use it as a shelf. You have some things resting on it, like it is shelf.
I have do some things, yep. I have do some things resting up on that windowsill.
I have do some things.
Yes, there are things sitting on the windowsill.
But yeah, we got it all propped up, even a better setup than the other episode. So
yeah,
we're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna forge ahead.
Yeah,
forged in flame, forged in fire.
Sure, why not?
I don't get where.
I'm just pointing at how long we've been recording. You're like, let's forge forward.
I can't see it from here.
We're at 13 minutes.
Good God!
Like we might as well keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 13 minutes of intro. Let's just talking about the fact that we should probably be recording right now.
Yeah. The intro ends officially when we both say our names, and you have not said that you're Matt. So I guess this does. Is that why you said that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I wrote all this. This is all the part of the intro that I wrote.
Even my parts.
Even me saying that I wrote it.
Yeah.
I wrote the part that I said I wrote.
Even the parts where I was explaining that it's my part.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is all being read right now.
This is all. Yep.
Even when we slightly interrupt each other, that's all part of. It's all written in there as we interrupt each other.
It's been thoroughly rehearsed.
No, that's the thing. It hasn't been rehearsed.
We got the interrupting part on the take one?
Yeah. I mean, this was not rehearsed. We are doing this live right now.
No, I know we are right now.
Like that part where I screwed up earlier saying some words, it was written that way.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I know. I wrote it.
Yeah.
You don't got to tell me.
This whole part about us explaining
you ain't got to tell
what is
me
going
none
on.
Of it.
This is the most meta intro ever introed.
Ever. It's a metro. It's a bit androgynous.
Welcome to High School Famous.
No, I said that part already.
Well, I know, but you wrote it again, so I don't know.
Oh, yes, that's right. I also wrote that I realized that.
You're writing this argument that we're having right now.
I know I'm not writing it now.
You wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't say I'm writing it, because that would suggest that this wasn't
It's really weird that you wrote in this part about not writing it in now.
All of it's weird.
Yeah.
This whole thing's weird.
It's beyond.
Nice.
That's how you can tell you wrote it.
Yeah. Because no other fool would use that word to try to get that going.
The crazy part is all this stuff about me singing about sucking dicks, but you're writing this that I'm doing that. So it's like, did I really do it, or are you writing that I did it? So it was you doing it the whole time. So confusing.
My goal is for you to say those types of things about yourself
Yeah, you just want me to talk about how much I suck dick all the time.
Yeah. And this is finally a way I
Yeah.
figured out to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Always, you never make it. I can never get you to do it normally because your mouth is full.
Because I'm constantly just eating.
Exactly.
Because I'm a disgusting fat pig.
No, you have a dick in your mouth.
That too.
That's why you're number.
I'm constantly eating that dick.
Right.
And I'm Matt.
And
What a fucking intro was that,
I
dude?
know.
That was fucking messed up.
Colossal. It's our best one.
Talking about me eating and shit all the time. Calling me fat and dick sucking.
No one called you fat.
You called me a fat dick sucker.
Did I?
I mean, you said I read that part where you said I was eating constantly and sucking dick.
That says nothing about being fat though.
Well, that's how I read it.
You could
It
be
came off as very
you could
rude.
be eating keto. You
Who
could
does
be
that?
pescatarian.
Who's he?
He's
Who's keto?
he's no more.
Because I ate him.
Yeah, because you're part of the Communist Party or the Cannibalism Party. I named a joke fake real party. Anyway,
No idea.
Yep. So, Matt,
What's up?
what is your favorite Chicago to do? What's your favorite old Chicago? What's the best Chicago you've ever done?
I mean, Illinois.
Illinois is the best one
Yeah. Of all the
by a
Chicagos.
large margin, or like
Well, it's
was
the
it
only
close?
Chicago I know.
Got it.
What other Chicagos are there?
I don't know, but I see what you do. You do this all the time.
Well,
The only one you've ever done is the best one.
no,
No
'cause
questions
I don't
asked.
know of any other Chicagos, so how would I don't know of any other Chicagos that exist.
Well, there's one at Squaresoft.
There's a Chicago Squaresoft?
It's called Final Fantasy VII, but that's the best one.
No, so okay, so you asked me what's my favorite Chicago.
Uh-huh.
I only know of this Chicago.
Right, so of course it's the best one.
So it's the only, it has to be for me because I don't know of any other ones.
So you're not even going to consider trying any of the other ones before
Are there
you make
other
the
ones?
determination that this one's
I'm
the best
asking you,
one.
are there other ones? Are
I
there other
don't-
Chicagos?
No, there
So
isn't.
you don't even know.
There aren't.
So-
There's not another.
So how
Chicago.
can I? So then you getting in my ass about this whole it's your favorite because you never thought another.
It's
You
warm.
don't even know there is another. So how can you get in my ass about that?
I just want. It's,
Get out of my ass.
It's warm in here.
Get out of my ass.
It's warm and it's
warmer in my ass.
it's
So
warm
get
and wet.
out.
No,
that's why you're so warm.
That's where I want to be. That's where I'm. That's
you
why
want
I'm in
it to
there.
be. You want to be warm.
I want to be warm and cozy and wet, slimy,
It's not wet and slimy.
crusty.
It's one or the other.
It's warm and
Or
crusty.
slimy.
No, yeah, it can be warm and it could be temperature and texture
Well, yeah.
or consistency, whatever you want to call it. It's warm and crusty. That's where I like to sleep.
Okay.
That's why I sleep in the volcanoes.
I wouldn't consider volcanoes warm.
What would you consider them?
Hot.
Oh, hot and crusty.
Are they crusty?
Some parts, the crusty ones, the crusty parts, the inner lining, the walls.
I would describe them more as molten.
the inner walls of the volcano. Well, that's deeper.
No,
That's deeper
the
down.
molten comes to the surface occasionally.
That doesn't mean
Once
it's always
erupting.
there. Then when it goes back down, the stuff that
But you're
was
insinuating that my crusty is always there.
I am, because no one said that your ass was a volcano.
What are people suggesting my ass is?
A hot crusty zone.
I'm going to make a character called Mike Rusty.
Called what?
Mike Rusty.
Oh, okay, great. That's
Because I said Mike Rusty earlier.
Yeah,
And that's what it made me think of.
that's super clever.
You know, you're not very good at yes and.
Well, there's some stuff where you're like, even if I do yes and it, I know
Yeah,
there's
just
it's not
come
going to
on.
go anywhere good.
You don't know that.
I don't really know that.
Yeah.
There's no way to know.
You can always give it a try.
Oh, really? Mike Rusty.
It's too late now.
What is he like?
It's way too late now.
My phone is dying. Mike Rusty.
Speaking of.
Oh, you checking your phone?
No, I do need to charge my phone at some point.
Yeah, so do it at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Rusty though. Does he know Mr.
Would you?
Does he know Mr. Roch?
You're killing it.
That's no. You killed it with Mike Rusty. That's the same caliber as Mike Roch. Michael Roch, if you're nasty.
No, it'd be Mr. Roch if you're nasty.
Who said it's a man?
How many women do you know named Mike?
Well, this is all made up, so tons.
It is?
Tons, but it's only one.
This
It is December. It is almost Christmas.
is awful.
Man, I'm here. I looked around. I tried to find any holiday cheer here.
No.
decor?
Nope.
Nothing. Not even like you don't even buy a bag of green, silver, or red wrapped Hershey Kisses.
No.
Nothing. Why is that?
Because I don't really care for Christmas.
Okay, what about it? Just
over
turns
it.
you away.
Just over it. Just don't. The holiday season just doesn't do anything for me.
Is it because you don't get what you want under the tree?
No, I just don't care. I don't know. I just kind of over the whole fake cheeriness shit of it. Of just like, I don't know. It's the holidays. Oh, everybody's supposed to be so happy and cheerful. It's like, why now? Just be happy and cheerful all the time.
Yep.
Why do you have to do it now?
You're right. That's how you live your life.
Well, I'm just saying, it doesn't matter how I specifically live my life, but it's just like, I don't know. I just don't care. The holidays typically just end up being depressing. There's just too much stress of crap. And
listen to it. There it is, folks. If anyone on this planet is a model for maintaining year-round cheer, it's Matt Schlegel. You heard it right here.
I just have to be happy in moments. I don't need to be happy all the time. Nobody should be expected to be happy all the time.
You could bank your cheer and just keep collecting it and accumulating it.
And then just dump it all at Christmas time?
Christmas time, just let it all out.
Yeah, but then I'd have to give a shit about Christmas, and I just don't care.
But you might be in the mood to care if you kept all your cheer up until then.
No, I just kind of got over it years ago. And I'll participate in whatever Christmassy shit needs to get done, but
Christmas tag football, flag football.
Get people presents and stuff like that. Obviously I'll participate in that, but otherwise I'm just festivities, don't really care. Are
you one to watch any of the specials? You do partake in, let me check out, Charlie Brown Christmas. Let me check out Frosty the Snowman.
No, I mean, I've seen them all.
Right, but, anytime lately.
During the year, no. During Christmas time as it pops up, no.
I still try to force Leo to watch he has no interest in watching any of it.
Right.
I still make him do it.
You will sit down and you will watch this.
Yeah. Or I will drown
else. We'll drown him?
Yeah, temporarily. You're charged with temporary drowning.
Yeah, that's risky though, because
he suffers from temporary drowning.
Because if you intend for it to be a temporary drowning, say you drown someone and then bring them back to life.
Okay.
CPR, whatnot.
Sure.
But if you fail to bring them back, then your plan for it to be a temporary drowning kind of backfires.
No, that just means they took it too far.
That probably wouldn't hold up in court.
Well, if they could talk, they would agree.
But
Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Unless you fill out paperwork ahead of time.
We do. We have it. It's all written up.
Okay.
It's a gentleman's agreement, sealed with a handshake.
That would typically make me think it's a verbal thing and not a written thing.
We had text to speech going on our phones.
So you have text documentation
of a handshake,
of an agreement that you would drown someone
temporarily
and then bring them back to life.
Correct.
And if they don't come back to life, it's their fault.
Yes, they have agreed to this.
I still don't think that would hold up in court.
It's still, hey, I
think you're still going to jail.
They e-signed.
I still don't think that would hold up. I still don't think you could drown someone, even with a signed document, and get away with it if you can't bring them back to life.
Well, I certainly wouldn't be accused of murder. Huh?
Nothing.
Because the intention was not for the person to be killed.
I mean, it would be
accidental.
It would probably be manslaughter.
But they're in one piece.
You know that's not what manslaughter means.
It should be though, right?
Yep.
They should.
I think it sounds worse than murder.
Slaughter out of this. Manslaughter, sexist, should be taken out of the.
I mean, yeah, I only believe in woman slaughter.
Huh?
I said I only believe in woman slaughter.
Gotcha. You'd have to believe in women first.
It's true. If women existed, I would only want woman slaughter to exist as well.
Now, did you say women's laughter? It looks, the way you wrote it, looks like women's laughter.
You know that I'm not allowed pens.
Oh yeah, on account of the slaughter.
Do you say S laughter?
Yeah, I misheard you. Did the letters get rearranged verbally? S laughter. What a weird. I'm going to slaughter you. Does anyone say that? No.
I'm sure it's been said at one point in the history of time.
I mean, I'm sure it has.
Yeah.
Like when the word was first invented and people were trying it out.
That's probably all they said.
Yeah.
It was the first word to ever get invented. So everything meant slaughter back in the day.
It did.
Mhm.
Which made things a bit confusing.
Yeah.
What do you mean I got the wrong idea? Translation, slaughter, 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 slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like someone was instructing someone to say, go put your clothes away. And then what they did was they misheard that and just
murdered everyone within a 500-foot radius.
Yeah, anyone they could fit in the laundry basket got murdered.
Yeah.
It's like one of those sales where it's like anything you can fit in this bag, you get 20% off. Anyone you can fit inside this laundry basket gets murdered.
Imagine one.
Human.
Well, you said any one. I mean, I guess we wouldn't. I don't really like. Yeah, I guess it can work with anything.
I could fit a lot of worms in a laundry basket.
Any one of those worms.
And they would get S-laughtered. I'm looking at your cats right now, thinking how many of them I could fit into a laundry basket.
Both.
I don't know. They're pretty.
Both would fit.
They're pretty rotund.
Milton's not. Look at him. He's a thin boy.
Are you kidding me?
He's big, but he's not fat.
Oh,
he's just a large cat.
He's big and round and heavy. He's just
not round
fat
at all. Look at him.
You just tucked him. I
didn't tuck my cat. Jesus Christ. Lay down, Milton. Shut up.
No, you lifted him up and like stretched him out so his like stomach area shrunk down.
Yeah, but he's not fat. He's actually pretty slim for a cat.
I've had cats. I know what
you've had small cats.
I've had a lot of we kept several that grew into adulthood.
Well, I didn't say they weren't adults, but they were still small cats.
Yeah, your cat is a big fat cat.
He's not. He's big as far as just size wise. He's larger than most cats.
Mac, I don't know if he was like stocky. Maybe his body compared to whatever this cat's name is, Milton's body. Okay, for everyone out there that doesn't know, Matt has 2 black cats, and they both have names that start with M, and I'm supposed to keep them apart somehow. Milton, the one that is in the room here,
it's like he's making a fist at me right now.
How dare you bring another cat in here? I was the only cat.
Fuck you up, man.
I'm from the streets of New York. Whoa, he's throwing jabs.
Oh, yeah, and he's just like presenting his cock to you right now, too.
I heard you like to
you
suck
look at my dick while I punch him in the face.
I heard you like to suck dick.
You guys been singing about sucking dick all day.
Well, my turn.
You better put your money where your mouth is on this one, buddy.
Yeah.
Put your mouth where your song came from. What?
Put your mouth where your words left.
Put your mouth on my dick.
Dude, your cat's a jerk.
I know. He's very aggressive sexually.
But anyway, his body overall is probably bigger than that cat's body was, but my cat's body, it's a weird thing to say. My cat's body.
My cat body.
Check out my cat's
meow,
body.
Meow,
meow. Meow, feisty. Dick sucking, feisty.
Gonna spray over here. Mark my territory.
This is mine's.
I'm a tomcat.
Anyway,
he sometimes just rolls around.
Yeah, I have not like lived with cats in so long. It's I'm remembering
their weird little.
I'm being
quirks
reminded
of
their goofy behavior now. Just watching this one,
he'll roll around like that and eventually fall off the bed.
Yeah, I know. I've had cats that did that kind of stuff too. Anyway. Yeah, the cat that I had named Mac was I think as a whole, like in total, a smaller cat, but a very stocky build, right. Much more bulky than this cat is. So in a fight, no contest.
Well, Milton's not a good fighter.
That's why it's no contest. I don't know if Mac was a good fighter though. I never saw him fight. He made me look away.
He's probably dead.
He always told me to go. No, yeah. Oh, he's definitely dead. But all I'm saying is, when he was alive and in my vicinity, I never saw him fight.
Right.
He always waited till he was out of my vicinity.
And then he would start fights.
Yeah. With, the wood cats. The cats of the woods.
The wood cats. The wood cat clan.
They call themselves the cats of the woods.
Yeah. They made armor out of tree bark.
They're up to no good. They fashioned weapons out of branches.
Oh.
Branches and twigs.
They're like, we got these claws, but those are just for climbing. Gotta make us some
They're how we get to the weapons and armor material.
we keep those up. We have to keep them up off the ground so they don't get stolen by the other
bears.
cats. The other bears.
The bears of the woods. The wood bears.
Yeah. Now, not to be confused with those valley bears.
Nope. They're soft.
Yeah. Or the desert bears.
They're dry.
Or the lake bears. Super wet.
They're saturated.
Oh, so
too many of them.
Soggy
bears.
Or the bears of the sky.
Soaring overhead.
Oh, wings aplenty.
They dive.
Oh,
the only diving
good
bears.
God, they are. Well, the water ones dive too, but it's a different kind of dive.
Yeah. One's in the air. One's in the water.
Yeah.
Difference.
Yeah. Every once in a while, Air Bear will dive straight down into the water to catch some, salmons.
Yeah.
Or
I'm pointing down in the water.
Oh, okay. So you kept doing it like you were telling me something.
Come on.
But they'll dive every once in a while. But then it's dangerous because now they're in water bear territory.
Don't call them water bears.
Oh,
those are tardigrades.
What?
Tardigrades.
What's a tardigrade?
Those super microscopic beings that can survive in the cold of space.
They're called water bears?
Yeah, that's a nickname for them.
Oh, then what do we call these bears?
Sea bears.
Sea bears.
They love to eat sea bass.
They're not always necessarily the sea though.
No, sometimes it's freshwater.
Yeah,
sea
sometimes
bears.
river bears.
It's a freshwater sea bear. Pond bears.
Pond bears. They're smaller. They're not. They're not as dangerous.
They're sickly.
Yeah.
Runts. They're the runts of the bear family. Koala bears.
Rain bears.
What?
Rain bears. And
lightning bears.
Oh my God. Thunder bears. Yes. You never see those.
No.
But you'll hear them.
You hear them. They always come right after lightning bears. Oh God.
You never see them. You'll hear them and then you're dead.
Yeah. If you heard them, it's too late.
Yeah, if you've heard a thunder bear, it is too late.
You see a lightning bear, you run.
Yeah.
Thunder bears are coming.
You very rarely, if you see a lightning bear, you're going to hear a thunder bear shortly after.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Well, I didn't pay attention.
Cloud bears.
Yeah.
They kind of keep to themselves up there.
Yeah, those ones are pretty.
Yeah.
Sometimes they look like other animals.
Hey, that cloud bear looks like a cloud squirrel.
Oh, squirrel.
A squirrel.
That cloud bear looks like a cloud Rubik's Cube. Like, what are you getting at?
I can't solve it.
Oh.
But a life for me. Yeah, so we try to do accents. What?
Just doing more.
Oh, flurry bears.
Oh, yeah.
We're naming different weather conditions.
Hail bears.
Hail bears. That's what you do. That's the last resort.
Yeah. Hurricane bear.
Hail Mary bear.
Have you ever seen a tsunami bear?
Oh, they're tall and wally.
Yeah.
They really make a mess.
Mm-hmm.
What about the typhoon bears?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's your response. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about them?
All over the place.
Yeah. Unpredictable. Usually given female names. Those are hurricanes. Are typhoons given names like that? Like, oh,
I don't like.
Here's Typhoon.
Typhoon Mary.
Roxanne. Typhoon Mary.
Yeah, it's like it was a play on Typhoid Mary.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We're on top of our game.
Killing it over here.
Yep.
High school famous.
So the accents are over. We're done with that.
Dick. Huh? No more. See, you say we say no more accents, but it'll probably we'll slip into them again in a minute unintentionally.
That's what she said.
Not unintentionally, but it'll happen like subconsciously.
It'll come out. We'll feel like we're losing it. We're drowning. Let's get out of this mess. Pull us back out.
We're drowning, and sometimes when you're drowning, the only thing that will save you is a water bear or a sea bear,
a freshwater sea bear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we've got, tornado bear, earthquake bear.
Yeah.
Not their fault.
Sandstorm bear.
Blizzard bear,
wildfire bear.
Ooh,
that one sounds dangerous.
Well, they all have.
Did you say blizzard bear?
I said blizzard bear.
Yeah.
I said
It's a very unpopular flavor at Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
Come down and get your bear blizzard. Made with real chunks of bear.
It only comes in a large.
It only comes in the woods.
It only if no one's around to hear it.
If a bear comes in the woods and nobody's around to hear it,
does it come?
Are you creepy for thinking about it?
I'm trying to think of some other very mild, like drizzle bears. Non-threatening.
We can't talk about bears coming in woods and then be drizzle bears.
I wonder why that's why.
Drizzle bear is just, that's erectile dysfunction bear.
I wonder how I thought of that one right after that. What? Erectile dysfunction bear?
Yeah.
Call an Edie bear.
Edie bear.
That is not a weather condition.
No, I was just thinking it was funny because we were talking about bears coming in the woods. And then you mentioned drizzle bear.
Sure, yeah.
And I was just thinking coming, drizzling.
I see.
Yeah, coming, his ejaculate is not very powerful. So that's why I went with Edie bear.
Got
after
it.
That.
Are those two, like, do those go together? Are they synonymous?
I don't know. I don't think, maybe not.
Like,
if you can't get an erection, you're not going to have a very, even if you can bring yourself to ejaculation, I can't imagine it would be very powerful. Because it's not really like, when you get as stiff as hard as I do.
Wait, what? When you get as stiff as hard as I do?
Stiff and hard as I do. But when the penis is erect,
sure,
the ejaculate has a nice, fairly straight path to go down.
Depending.
So yeah, that's why I said fairly. Like, some people are, some people are left, some people are right, some people are hopefully not up, but some people are down. Some people are a little corkscrewy. But in general, a fairly, uncompromised path.
Yeah.
But if you're not aroused or you can't get it aroused, but somehow can still get yourself off, the ejaculate has kind of less of a easy route to get out. So I can't imagine it being better than a bit of a drizzle.
It's just, well, depending on how you are, it could be a shorter route.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly, but
if you're a grower and not a shower.
But that just means that the escape route is not as smooth. It's still going to be a more.
Are you saying it's like accordioned?
Yeah, I mean it's not. It's a stretchy material, but it's gonna have. It's just because it's elasticy doesn't mean.
What makes it not as smooth?
Yeah, that's
why I said. What makes it not as smooth?
Oh, it's got to be more of kind of, I don't know. It's like a stretchy material or whatever, like a stretchy, like I'm trying like skin, but it's kind
of like muscle. It's kind of like tissue.
It's a fibrous tissue or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. Like I come into this shit talking and don't know anything ever. So who am I to know how a dick works?
Gust bears.
Just back to it.
This only applies to bears, by the way. They're not this type of animal, right? When it comes to other species, it's just bears.
Chicago bears.
Yeah, well, of course you would mention those. Is that your favorite Chicago bear? Is the Chicago bear?
It's the only one I know of.
The Chicago, Illinois bear.
It was bear cub was the very first animal in the Chicago Zoo.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. That's why the sports team's called the Cubs.
Is that why they suck?
Supposedly, I just found out a conspiracy thing back in the early 1919 or something. So I think it was the Chicago Cubs had won the World Series in like 1917 or whatever the hell it was when they had won it. And then they were in the series again in like 1919, but a bunch of the players were basically paid to throw the game or throw the series. So that's why they ended up losing again. And like a bunch of people got like kicked out of the league for it and all this different.
No way.
Yeah. So then that's probably why they sucked for the so many years right after that, because all those good players got kicked out of the league.
I don't know. Uh-oh.
You don't know? Oh.
I don't know. Uh-oh. I better know soon. Well, that didn't... Okay, this failed. This backfired on me here.
What was up?
I looked up, is Chicago... Well, maybe I'll try it again and start over. So this is very... I looked up, is Chicago only in Illinois? And so that brought up a related question. What states have a city named Chicago?
That was probably the better way to search for it.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So all we have are... There's Chicago Park in California. Not really the same.
Is that a town? Or is it just a park?
I don't know. It just says an unincorporated community in Nevada County. So it's a community? It's unincorporated? Whatever that means. Illinois also has Chicago Heights, Chicago Ridge, North Chicago, South Chicago Heights, West Chicago. So there's lots of variations on Chicago in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Then the last thing that's listed here before you can click on more items, it says there's an East Chicago in Indiana. There's a city called East Chicago.
Okay.
But then when you click on more items, it just brings you to the wiki page, and then
For Chicago.
for Chicago disambiguation. But then the first thing it lists is a bunch of music stuff and theater stuff. So it must be more
The
about
band Chicago.
science and technology. So this goes on to what Chicago, the city, like has to offer and its history and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It mentions the Cardinals, the Bears, the Red Sox, stuff like that. So it doesn't. Wait, Boston's Red Sox, Chicago White Sox.
Yeah, and St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, because there's something here that says Chicago Red Stars, and really close to that was White Sox. A professional soccer team in the National Women's Soccer League based in the suburb of Bridgeview.
Women's soccer isn't real.
Women aren't real.
Soccer isn't real.
We like to say it does, or it is, but
Yeah.
it's football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's some things I wish America would just get over.
Yeah.
Quit hanging on to calling it soccer and calling a sport where the only involvement with the foot and the ball is kicking a field goal or a punt.
Yeah.
Calling that football.
Yeah. American football just doesn't. That name doesn't make sense, but I also don't know what else you would call it.
Maybe that's why they call it football. It's not even the ball isn't even shaped like a foot. Not like a basketball.
It'd make more sense
like
to just call it tackle or some dumb shit, you know?
Yeah. Man pile.
Huddle. Let's go play some huddle.
Call it carry. Yeah. Call it toss ball. It doesn't even have to end in the word ball.
No.
Although most of those sports do. Baseball, basketball, football, hockey ball.
I'm trying to think of all those ones that you just said. Carry ball and huddle ball and
huddle, yeah.
tackle ball.
Tackle ball.
Run ball.
Scrimmage ball.
Touchdown ball.
Although scrimmaging isn't exclusive to football. Rugby ball. No.
I mean, all the other sports make sense in there.
Well, hockey is just a weird name. It's just a weird word. They call baseball because
there's bases.
There's bases and it's a ball. There's basketball because you throw a ball into a basket. Mm-hmm. At the time, it was an actual it wasn't like a fruit crate or something. It was like the first type of basket that was
like an actual basket,
like a laundry basket,
a wicker basket or something or wooden basket.
Maybe. So you got stuff like that. Hockey, that's just a weird word.
Tennis.
That's also just a weird word.
Volleyball. You volley the
ball, but volley is a strange word.
Yeah.
So is base, I guess. So is basket. Everything's weird.
Everything's a weird word.
Everything's weird. Let's go into a black hole.
Racquetball.
Yep.
Use a racket.
Noisy. The noisy sport.
Yeah. Ping pong.
Yep. There's that too. There's wiffle ball.
There's shuffleboard.
Yep. There's board ball.
Billiards.
Yep.
Bowling.
There's what's like the thing over in Britain, in England, that they do with
cricket?
No, but what they do with a billiard table.
Snooker?
Snooker, yes, that's what I was trying to think of. There's no pockets in snooker, right? Oh, there are?
It's just a larger billiards table, basically.
Oh.
But the game is different.
Yeah, hence the name.
Yeah, I've never looked
Snooker is British for difference.
There's a lot of snooker between me and you.
Yeah, not a lot of snicklarities. You agree with me?
You've crossed the line.
I have. Yeah, so let's just keep rattling off games and sports that we know.
Why not? We've rattled off how many different types of bears?
There's, yeah, there's freshwater ball. There's,
We should not do this again.
there's curling. That doesn't make any sense. Although you are trying to slightly make the thing. What's the thing called? The thing you actually push across the ice. The heavy thing with the handle on it.
The
shuttle? No. But anyway, the idea is the work you do with the brooms as it's sliding is it's supposed to sort of make it kind of curl around something.
Must make it change direction.
Yeah, so that's why it's called
Speed
curling.
it up or slow it down as well, I believe.
So that's how that got its name.
I would rather watch competitive curling, just people curling their hair. That would be more interesting to me.
Now, do you think that like crimping is ever going to get its own league?
No.
What about flat ironing?
No.
What about perming?
Because nobody really crimps their hair anymore, for one.
It's going to come back, I'm sure, at some point. There'll be some more crimping going on.
I really hope not.
What about a teasing league? Yeah.
Like teasing hair or teasing that dick tease.
The same way.
Those are t-shirts for dicks, by the way. Dick tease.
Yeah, we have them on sale at our website.
Yeah. Come on down to Dick Tease.
Yep. Find your perfect fit.
Got small, medium, large, extra large, and one just fits all.
The sleeves.
Those ones are stretchy.
Sleeves for some reason.
Yep.
So Dick Tease.
There's still a neck hole for the, for the not the whole, the whole head of your penis just doesn't come out, just the whole of your penis. It's just
it.
Yeah. Well, that's all you need. I mean, that way you can keep your dick warm. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
a
common complaint.
They do have arms. Otherwise they couldn't be called T's. Yeah. For somebody who's been complaining about back pain, you've been in a very compromised position this entire time. And also I think it's hilarious that for the last about 55 minutes, you've been holding an Oreo.
I know, because we started recording it, so I haven't been able to eat it. I could just set it down.
just gripping an Oreo this entire time.
That's the secret sauce of this episode, Matt. I've been holding an Oreo the whole time. It's like my magic feather. It's my magic feather.
That's what now you set it down. This episode's about to fall apart.
No, this is the part of the story where I realized that it was in me all along. I don't need the magic feather.
The Oreo was in you all along.
The Oreo has always been in me, double stuffed.
Yeah. Sean's always being double stuffed.
I'm constantly being double stuffed. And that's how I fly.
Finger in one and dick in the other.
Come join me and have a good time.
He's never quite deciding which end is which.
Bring the family.
Does he want to suck the dick or suck the finger?
Yeah, so that's how I do that. How do you fly, Matt? How do you fly?
I kind of like Southwest.
Do you?
Yeah, Southwest is good.
I don't know that I've ever flown
Southwest, Sun Country. Those ones are usually pretty good. Are you a Delta guy?
I mean, I've pretty much exclusively flown Delta. Yeah. Maybe, I think I have flown United as well.
Oh, yeah, United's all right.
I don't think there's there's no particular reason why Delta has been sort of the default. I think it's because certain people have their miles and everything, and then that was, so whenever flight tickets were purchased, it was through Delta.
Gotcha.
Just to build that up. Which I've never used. I have miles built up, and I don't know how they're used. Until recently, I found out how to actually use them. But it is not like a 1-to-1 ratio.
It's like every so many miles that you put in, you get like a part of a mile.
Right, but what I mean is like if you have built up like 10,000 miles, that doesn't mean you can fly 10,000 miles for free.
No.
That's what I meant by the 1-to-1.
Yeah, that's why I said it takes a lot of miles to build up a portion of a mile.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then using them is not even 1-to-1. Like earning them is not 1-to-1. Using them is not one. Like using them to cover the cost of a flight is also not 1-to-1.
Right.
So, yeah. So I still got them. Still hanging on to those miles.
I think I was saying the same thing as you, but in a different way.
No, we were saying different things.
So you have 10,000 miles. If you have 10,000 miles, you've flown more than 10,000 miles. Is that what you're saying? So just to gain 10,000 miles, you have to fly, say, double that.
You know, that I don't know.
So I'm wondering if you've put in 10,000 miles worth of flying. You've earned 10,000 miles.
Maybe that's
but you can't buy 10,000 miles worth.
Maybe it's a 1-to-1
on earning.
Points earning. If I fly to somewhere that is 1,000 miles away, I will have 1,000 bonus miles.
Because you've clocked in 1,000 miles of flying. But for every 1,000 miles, you get 10 miles or something.
And it's not even like, I don't think it even goes by miles in as far as cashing them in. I think it's, there will be whatever, because the fares, I don't think fares are based on miles. It's based on time of year, how time of day even. Like you'll fly, you could pick a flight to the same exact place. If you leave super early in the morning or super late at night, it's cheaper than 10 a.m. midday stuff. So it's basically like the miles you've accumulated will have a fraction of a dollar amount value that you can use. So I'm glad that we've been able to explain this to everyone who was maybe curious about how sky miles work.
We're also explaining it to them based on assumptions
that we don't know the actual answers for these.
So we haven't explained anything.
We're also warning them the dangers of freshwater river bears and stuff like
freshwater sea bears.
Sorry, cloud bears, stuff, all that kind of stuff. Boiled shrimp, fried shrimp. Here's where we are. Here's where we are. Here's where we'll stay. This is more comfortable with my arm up here on the head.
One arm on my headboard.
Yeah.
One arm in between your legs.
It keeps my legs apart.
For Jesus.
For Jesus. I said no more accents.
Gotta keep them legs apart for Jesus.
No, it keeps my knees from knocking into each other.
Do they just do that? You just like when you're just sitting somewhere, your knees are just constantly knocking each other? Yeah.
Spasm.
Get yourself a thigh master.
I have very spastic legs. Now, why would I do that?
Because they'll keep your legs apart.
Thighs are not knees.
Well, yeah, but your knees will stay apart because you have to put the thigh master in your knees. Like the hoopy parts go at your knees.
The hoopy parts?
Yeah. You've met fucking Suzanne Somers. Suzanne Somers.
Yeah, and that's all we talked about was the proper way to use a thigh master.
Of course.
What else are you going to talk to her about? Her established
Three's
career,
company.
Step by step. Other sitcom
things she's also done.
Books.
Patrick Duffy.
Only on screen.
What only on screen?
You said other things she's done.
Oh.
But that also sounds, that's bad too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did not talk about that. That was on her rider. No one bring up the thigh master.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think it was really on her rider.
They wouldn't show it to me.
They wouldn't show you her rider?
No.
Did you ask to see it?
I asked to be it. They wouldn't let me
be her rider.
They wouldn't let me be her rider.
Mm.
Yeah, I asked to see it, but I think the only reason they wouldn't show me is that not showing me is on it.
Specifically you.
Yeah, before we met, she's
like, don't show Sean my rider.
Yeah, I binged this guy. I do not want him near my rider.
I don't think Bing it was a thing at that point.
Bing was a thing.
I don't know if Bing was a thing at that time.
Bing thing?
No. What year was this?
I
don't believe Bing was a thing.
2010?
Only 12 years ago?
Well, because I left there the year Leo was born. That was 2012. So it was definitely... I worked there in that part of the building or the company from 07 to 12. So Bing was definitely a thing.
Was it?
Yeah.
When did Bing become a thing?
Sometime after 07 or perhaps before. But not after. Maybe after. Not after 2012, but before.
Maybe.
You're under arrest for sucking all that dick.
We heard somebody was sucking dick over here.
Kick the door.
Get out. Come out with your dicks up.
Sir, I can't.
Come out with your dicks up and your mouth's empty.
I'm an ED bear. That's something in the gay community.
What?
An ED bear.
Is it?
No.
Explain more.
Well, there's a bear.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a bear that has ED.
Mm.
They call him Ed for short.
You don't want to get with him. That's Ed Bear.
My name's... Yeah, you don't want to get in his bad side. All of his sides are bad.
Mm.
He's Ed Bear.
Mm-hmm. Dick don't work and his ass. His dick don't work, but his ass don't quit. Working. He poops a lot.
He's got the hardest working ass in Hollywood.
He's got a dick that don't work and an ass that overworks.
And underpays.
He's constantly pooping.
Yeah.
He's got a bad stomach.
Cash on return. Bing search engine launched in 2009.
Ugh. But nobody knew what it was. I still don't get why you're like such a Bing head.
I just... That's what we call ourselves. I travel around and I go to all the Bing shows.
Total Bing head.
Total Bing head. Because Google it has become the verb for searching the internet for something. And I fight against that. You know?
Why?
I don't know, because
It's gotta be so different.
Are you making fun?
Yeah.
Of those
I'm making fun of you.
Of challenged
so
individuals.
You determine what that means with that voice. If you think that's a challenged voice, that means you're challenged.
No, you're not.
I challenge you.
So wait, is that the act of making me
challenged,
less abled?
You can't say that. They're just differently abled.
They're okay, fine. That's what I meant.
Being insensitive.
Sorry, I'm new to
this. You need to be
this.
more sensitive.
I'm new to being challenged.
Yeah.
Now, can you even say challenged?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm the spokesperson for challenged people.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm differently challenged.
Yeah. You're differently abled.
I'm able to be challenged.
Sure.
I'm challenging able.
Shouldn't challenge
Allow me to introduce myself.
Because of your condition, you shouldn't challenge the abled.
I shouldn't challenge abled. No, not the abled.
Because you'll get destroyed.
Wait, why?
They will destroy you.
Who's they?
The abled.
Why?
Because you're challenging them.
Are you saying?
And they are.
Are you
since you're differently abled than the abled?
But then, if I'm differently abled than the abled, both are abled.
Yeah, but you're different.
Are you saying I'm lesser than the abled?
Just saying you're different.
That.
Just saying you're different. Different always isn't good. Always isn't.
Oh,
isn't always. Different
you said
always isn't good. Sucking dicks. Okay. Yeah.
I'll try to remember what that is. You can't read that at all.
You can't read.
Yeah. I'm in charge of writing stuff down. I just can't read. I can write, but man, reading is a bitch. No, I was trying to say that, like my name is Challenging Abel.
Oh,
like, watch out for that guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he packs a wallop everywhere he goes.
Is that a sexual thing?
He travels with a wallop.
Is that a sexual thing? Packing a wallet?
No.
Okay. Can it be?
Yes.
Can you show me?
Yes. What do you think?
It's beautiful. Well, I don't know.
See, I can't see I can't see our time, so I can't tell if you're queuing up an exit or not.
Yeah, we're done here.
Are we?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
This thing. We'll see. It's all over.
What's wrong with that?
Because it's ending.
Okay. All right. Cut it.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Suck a mad dick. It's angry cause it's been a while since it's been sucked.
I got a chapped dick. Put on some chapstick.
Got a chapstick, that chapstick. Or else.
Cue the dolphin soundtrack.
God fucking damn it. No. Bye. Leaving. Bye.
If you have a question, complaint, or threat for Sean or Matt, you can reach us on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at hsfamouspod, or you can email the show at highschoolfamous@gmail.com. No animals were pleasured during the making of this podcast, despite our best efforts. All hail our Lord and Savior.
Big fat human dick.